All right, guys, we're live. Awesome. Everyone's here. Let's see who's here. John, you're here? Hell yeah. John Cristani's in the house right now. Um, this is awesome, guys. I actually need to do one more thing. How you guys doing, by the way? Let me see. I see Miss Sark. Yeah. Yo, Kevin, Dan. How's it going, guys? Willie, there we go. Everyone's here. I'm just going to. I'm setting everything up right now. I wanted to make sure that everybody's here before we get started. But that's cool, guys. I mean, how did it go? How did it go yesterday? By the way, like, did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys get something out of it? Um, Love to hear any feedback. I'm just going. I'm sorry, I'm just doing one small thing before we officially get started. Um, yeah, but I would love to hear some feedback. What did you guys get? What did you guys learn? Um, so I can just improve on it. You know, like what are your sticking points? Um, Anything. You know, like we'd just love to hear what you guys think. Um, so today we're actually going to be looking at how to set up volume. Oh, Tan, this is your first ever webinar. Dude, that's sick. That's awesome, man. Landing pages. Hi, everyone. Yeah. I mean, man. Yeah, so I'm write the copy. Okay, that's cool. Willie likes the copy, how to write the copy and how to think when you write. I know that's pretty key. Um, how, so, all right, I'm just doing something, guys, and then we'll officially kick it off. And yeah, and also waiting for everybody to join in right now because I'm starting at a little early, like a couple minutes. So we're just gonna wait a little bit. Thanks again for yesterday's training. Volume is difficult if you've never. Yeah, volume is kind of a volume is kind of a nightmare sometimes, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. Um, so you know, it's just a matter of understanding what you need it for. It's got a lot of functionality, and it's really helpful. But you know, you don't need to know everything to start using it. So that's kind of the point of today. It's just like helping you like get the basics down, and we can like just giving you some sort of building block to like work on, you know, to at least understand how it works. um yeah, I mean, it's not rocket science. Like the setup takes a little bit of time. So that's what I'll try to go today. I actually have a bit of a disclaimer. I'm not a volume expert. I'm not a volume expert by any means, but I do use it, and I'm going to show you guys how I use it, because it's not, you know, it doesn't have to be as complicated. And I know it's overwhelming because it was for me. I actually had to get some help when I was first starting to use it. I was like, oh my God, how do I do this? But eventually it just becomes a lot easier. And so the purpose of today is just basically helping you understand it and like how to set it up, and so you can see that, you know, it's not like so overwhelming as it may appear. Um, just I wanted to have something here. I'm actually, since we're doing volume, obviously, I want to set up, in case you want to sign up, I actually just wanted to set up a an affiliate link here for anybody interested. And like you can just sign up through there. It's much appreciated. Yeah, so all right, just give me 1 second and we should be good. I'm just trying to figure out where do I put my link here. So add to and live events. I'm just okay. There we go. Affiliate volume affiliate link. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. All right, now I'm officially ready to start. And so for those of you that don't know, Volume is basically a tracking platform. Basically, what it does is it allows you to look at a lot of data. It's sort of like a middleman between your traffic source, like Facebook or AdWords or wherever you buy your traffic, and it's in between that and also like your affiliate network. So it acts as a middleman, and it lets you look at a lot of data in a different interface. So you don't actually need to have it. This is why I'm not an expert at Volume, is because I didn't use it like that. I didn't use it for a very long time. I didn't actually, there's been a lot of platforms over time. I didn't always use one. I've ran very, very, very successful affiliate campaigns without one, and I know other people that do it. So I just want to put that out there. You don't necessarily need this, but it does make things a lot easier, and it does give you a lot of data, and it helps you. And the things that I use it for is just basically like how to split test, and it makes it very easy for you to look at data. Although in terms of looking at data, I love Facebook as well. It's another great interface. Like if you're tracking your conversions properly in Facebook, you can also see all their data there. You can sort, which cities, which states, and whatever is working for you, which devices, and all that stuff. But Volume makes it easy, so you can see all of that into one spot. So it's cool. It's cool in that sense, and again, it allows you to test multiple landing pages and multiple offers very easily. So that's that's, to me, that's personally the biggest reason I use it, is just because I can split test stuff with no problem. It's not a hassle to do it. So I'm gonna actually switch it here. Let's see. There's my screen. This is like my mandatory little introduction. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly. I've done this before. I did this yesterday, but I'll quickly introduce myself here. So it's just like today we're looking at a live campaign setup. I'm John's friend. You're signed up to John's list. That's why you're here, and we work together and we collaborate with each other. And I'm going to show you some cool stuff. A little bit. John is laughing at this picture. We went to Vegas in this picture. So we actually had some very cool stories there, like about a drone flying out of the balcony in the Cosmo. It's pretty crazy. We almost lost it to the wind, and it flew almost to the airport. So it was kind of crazy, but we got it back. on the balcony of like the 24th floor or something like that. So a little bit about myself. My name is Carlos Cruz. I've been an affiliate for 12 years. My biggest success to date was a campaign that made like 320K in profit in a single month, and that lasted for a few months. Also, I was recently hired as a copywriter for a company that does like 80 to 200K in revenue a day on Facebook. So I'm pretty good at copywriting. I'm pretty good at just in general with funnels, and I mainly use Facebook. I love Facebook ads. I mean, I know how to use all the interfaces, but lately I've just been focusing on Facebook. I love it. It's a great interface, and I love helping other people because it always sort of comes back to me whenever I give something, it always seems to come back. So it's pretty cool. For example, yesterday I learned something from a student because I shared with him one of my campaigns, and then like it just he taught me something actually that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. That's going to be very helpful. So you always learn something back, and that's why I love teaching. Um, I'm from Guatemala. Um, yeah, I'm originally from Guatemala, and I wanted to always live in California. And I just quit my job without really. I had a job that paid me $300 a month, and I just quit it to try to learn affiliate marketing. Um, and I was living in like a couch, just pretty much home. Well, not really homeless. I had a place to live, but I was living in my friend's couch, and I was just like desperate, trying to figure out how to make money. And I knew that having a mentor was really the answer for me to like become successful. So I spent a lot of time searching for one, and I did find one. He was in Chicago, uh, and he basically taught me how to be his affiliate. And I went from struggling to, like to making $300 a month and struggling to making like $2,500 a month in like 2 months, which for an 18-year-old in Guatemala, that's a big freaking deal. So that pretty much changed my life. Affiliate marketing changed my life. He then hired me, and and he mentored me for a couple of years. He sold me his company, and and then I basically met a super affiliate that helped me take my company from making 20K per month to 80K per month, and um, like it just basically was like my first taste of big money. And well, this is how it happened. Like it wasn't that easy. I mean, you always hear like the success stories, but you don't always see like the struggle behind it. In our case, before I became like a big affiliate, I worked in a small office like this in a cold winter for 6 months without making any money. It was very stressful, and I didn't know we were going to succeed like at all. So it was just like blind faith and persistence, and we were promoting Lil Wayne ringtones and trying to figure out what the hell we were doing. And the thing about it that I always say, and this applies for anybody that's trying to figure things out, is like you have to trust the process. You really have to trust that what you like hard work eventually pays off. And in affiliate marketing, it can pay off big time. So eventually it did. We started promoting weight loss, and we went from 0 to 80K a month, and that changed my life, and it basically set me up for the next big thing, where I moved to LA, improved my craft, and eventually was making six figures a month. So that basically that changed my life. This is our house in the Hollywood Hills here. um, I live in Venice now, But you know, this is like pretty cool, and I'm grateful to have found affiliate marketing because it afforded me a pretty cool life where I didn't have to show up at any job and just could have the freedom and money to do what I wanted. So why am I telling you this? Is because if a poor kid from a country like Guatemala can do it, you can do it. English wasn't even my first language, and the only thing that was the define me, that I allowed to define me, was that I never made any excuses. I just basically played the game to win, and I didn't in my mind, I was never like, okay, I'm going to make 10K a month or whatever. In my mind, I was like, how do I make the millions? And that was what I always thought, and that's what I always looked. So if you're persistent enough, you will find it, you know. So you have to play the game to win. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. Today's lesson, this is the part two, the continuation from yesterday. We're going to be setting up volume. So we're gonna go over this as a disclaimer. I'm not a I'm not a volume expert. Um, Again, I'm not a volume expert. I will do my best. I may fumble around a little bit, try to show you guys how to get it done. But we will get it done. And for those of you that were not present yesterday and are just tuning in right now, maybe yesterday what we did was we created a landing page. First, we found an offer. You guys suggested hair loss for women, so we found that offer. It's on Nutrist, and it's a great offer. John Cristani personally told me that this is like a great offer. So Kevin was the one that suggested it, I believe, Kevin Rodriguez. So thanks for suggesting that. It seems to be a great offer. So we did that. We found the offer, and then we built the page. We did it through ClickFunnels, and we got it done in a couple of hours. We got all of it. So that's where we're at. We have a landing page, and now what we need to do is set up volume properly, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that now. So let's go back to the screen. Um, and a few things is like, so here's volume, right? This is a empty volume, and what we're going to do is basically we're going to go over the process of launching it. So last time, all we have is this, right? We have a ClickFunnels page, and now we're basically going to be looking at how to host it on a site, and then once we have it on a website, then we're basically going to set up volume for it. So that's the first step, is how to host it, right? So what I use, I actually like Namecheap. I just registered a domain for this. I don't like name.com. I'm not a big fan of it. It's kind of pricey. Um, it's like $12.99 per domain, or sometimes $16.99. I like Namecheap.com. I was trying to log in, and I got logged out, and my account got locked for 24 hours, so I had to use my name.com account. I mainly use this to buy expired domains, but that's another thing that we won't go into right now. So I just basically registered this domain, right? So now that I got it, what I'm going to do is host it. So for hosting, I use DigitalOcean. So DigitalOcean is actually pretty cool. Like it's a bit it's a bit technical. I'm not sure if it's going to be the right solution for everybody. This is where you can host all your pages, no problem. You get a unique IP, and it's awesome, and it doesn't give you any problems. But you do need the command line. You need this. So yeah, you basically have to have it set up through here, like just a little bit. I'll show you how I do it, and I'll go over it quickly. Again, this is about volume, but I figured I throw in something else just to show you how I do it. So basically, the way it works, the way Volume works, sorry, the way DigitalOcean works, is you create droplets. So to me, each droplet is one site. Chris, you're asking, can you host multiple websites on the same droplet? I believe you can, but I don't do it that way because you basically get a unique IP, and it's better to do it this way. That way, I mean, it depends. If you're running white hat or black hat stuff, I mean, it can get your account banned if you have the same IP as a banned domain. So this gives you a unique IP, and it's not a problem. So I basically, the way I do it is I do one-click apps. So I do LAMP. So what is this? Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. You don't need to know what that is. I mean, that's just what it is. And so I just do LAMP, and then I select the smallest one, $5 a month. And this allows me to, I mean, this allows a ton of traffic. So it's pretty fast. You're not going to have any issues with this droplet unless you're running some massive amounts of traffic. Then we're just gonna give it a name. We're gonna give it the same name as the domain. So I'll create the droplet, and it's gonna be loading here, right? So now once this is loaded, we're going to. So let's wait. Yesterday I had a droplet that I was creating that took me forever. Hopefully this won't be the case. Okay, so now the droplet is created, and we're going to add a domain to it. So we click Add Domain. And as you can see, we just add the domain name, and we add it to this IP, and we create the record. So I already added the name servers here. I did this before we got started. But you basically, I mean, this webinar is a bit more advanced in setting up your domain and your hosting. So you should, if you have questions about this, I'm pretty sure they have tutorials somewhere else. So now we have the domain added, right? So now if we go to the actual domain, you're gonna see that this is the screen that shows, and it tells you, please log into your droplet via SSH to configure your LAMP installation. So now we're gonna do that. So I'm about to do that. So what you need to do that is a terminal, and I use iTerm. It's pretty easy to do. So I'm going to show you how to set it up. So, okay, so I'm waiting for an email right now that is good. Once you set this up on DigitalOcean, you receive an email, and it gives you like some information regarding your droplet. So I'm actually waiting to receive this email. This email for me to proceed. Where's that email? Come on, DigitalOcean. So, okay, here's what we need is the IP, right? So we get the IP from here. This is the IP of the droplet. So what we do is we go here, we go SSH root, and then we put in the IP. So this is basically what we're doing here is we're basically connecting to the droplet via the. All we need to do is basically log into the droplet and change the password. That's all we do. Oh, I know why. Duh. I'm actually checking the wrong email because this is an alternative. This is an alternative DigitalOcean that I use. I don't use this one too much. As you can see, this is months ago. Okay, so check this out. You will get an email like this. So this is the shit. Okay, I'm about to change the password so you guys won't see it. But you basically get an email like this, and it gives you like your IP, your password, and all that stuff, right? So I go SSH root, which is the username, at the IP address, and then I select yes, and then it's going to ask me for the password. So I enter the password. It doesn't show anything, but there, I changed the password, and now the droplet is activated. That's literally all you need to do. And now that the droplet is activated, we can actually upload stuff to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open FileZilla. Hold on for this. So I'm going to add it here. I'm actually going to do this off screen because it's kind of there's some sensitive info here. So sorry, I'm going to do this off screen. I'm just going to add the domain into FileZilla, and you guys will see. Just 1 second, guys. So here I'll show you a little piece here. So you go to the site manager and you basically added with the info here. This is my IP. So I copied it, and then it's as FTP, and then I do normal, and I do root, and I do my password. Okay, now that I've added my password, you will see this, right? And it takes you to the remote site. So where the page is actually hosted is var www.html. So you can just kind of type that in, and it'll take you here. So what's cool about it is that you can just replace that. So this page is /index.html. You can see that this is that file. So this file is right here now. So now that we have access to the hosting, what we're going to do is we're going to upload our ClickBank page. So I'm going to save these. So we're now back at ClickBank. I'm sorry, ClickFunnels. We're back at ClickFunnels, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit. Wait, hold on. Hold on, guys. Why am I here? I'm in the wrong step. Sorry. 1 second. All right, there we go. So we're here, and I'm basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to where it says publishing, and I'm gonna download the HTML file. So this is gonna give you a download that's gonna be called, I don't know, in this case it's called, this is called opt-in, blah, 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 right? So all we need to do is upload it. So we're just gonna go here. You see I just dragged it in, and I'm gonna rename it. I'm gonna rename it like, what's her name? Jessica. Jessica's story. So now if I go to slash Jessica's story, boom, our page is now hosted. You can see that there we're live basically. We have a working page, which is pretty cool. So what's cool about ClickFunnels is that if I change something here, if I make any changes here, like it will auto update here. So for example, I'm gonna change, instead of I don't like this header because it says my awesome headline. So I'm gonna say Jessica's hair loss, hair regrowth. So I'm just gonna do that, right? And I save it, and then I mean sometimes it takes a minute. Sometimes it does take a minute, but it'll change this. You see, like this is gonna disappear, but sometimes you gotta give it some time. So so I'll just actually make it regrowth story. Okay, sweet. So there. Now we just gotta give it a second. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll keep working while this thing refreshes. Another thing that we want to do is fix this homepage, right? Because especially if we're running Facebook ads, a reviewer may go here, and I don't want them to look at this page. This is, they'll think that this is a spammy site. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a homepage here in ClickFunnels. So I'm gonna add a new step, and it's gonna be called homepage. We'll create it, and then okay. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm basically going to, yeah, let's go with this template. All right. All right. So we're just gonna edit it. So it's gonna be like, new report reveals how women can stop hair loss. Okay. And where should we send the report? And that's it. Like, we'll just put it, what's our domain? It's hair regrowth center. Hair regrowth center.com. Okay. And now if they sign up, then we're hair regrowth for women. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to another site. So if they sign up, I'm going to do this company a favor, and I'm going to send them here. Or maybe not this one, because there's another email form. What I want to do is send them to somewhere that just looks legit. Let's see, hair regrowth. Whatever. This will do for now. I don't care that much about this. So we're just gonna send them when they sign up. So the email capture works. They're gonna go to that page, and that's it. And maybe change the name of the page. So it's hair regrowth tender. So we save that, and now now we're gonna upload that into the homepage of our site. So we're gonna go to publishing, and we're gonna download this HTML, and we're gonna upload that here. So to be the homepage of the site, it needs to be called index. So I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to call it index.html. Now, if I go to the homepage, it's going to be this, right? So it looks like an actual, like there's something here. So if I go blah, 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 and I'm actually signed up, it's gonna send them here, so it looks better, right? It's not. It doesn't look like an empty site. That's how I do it sometimes. Sometimes we build actual sites for the homepage. It depends on what you're trying to do. But so that's basically it. Now we have an actual site. Now we actually have a site, and we have a landing page that's hosted. All right, so so we're ready, right? We're ready to set up Volume now that we have a working page. So let's go to Volume finally. So the first thing we need to do is add Nutrist. So I'm going to go to the affiliate network, and I'm gonna add affiliate network here, and we're going to add Nutrist. John is in the building representing. So we're gonna append, click, and then accept duplicate postbacks. This is for the upsell, because most offers have upsells these days. So I'm gonna add the affiliate network, right? So now we have Nutrist. And then let's see, we have now that we have the affiliate network added, we're going to add an offer. So let's see, we're gonna basically click on new offer, and we're gonna set up, it's in Nutrist, and this is in US. So, and then what is it called again? It's called, oh, it's called Finalizing. Okay, so then we have the name, and now the URL is probably what's gonna the URL is probably what's gonna get confusing for most people, right? And it confused me for a long ass time, because how the hell does this work? So pay attention, because this part is very important. So basically what we need to do is we paste our link here, right? But we don't have everything quite set up. Well, we need to pass, and this is different for each network. So most networks, the ones that, I think Cake is the name of the platform, the ones that run on, so look, so it's not rocket science, right? So let's just break it down. I'll break it down for you guys so you can see what this really is. So these are called value pairs. So this is like saying name Carlos, last name Cruz, right? So you have like an identifier, and then the actual identity, and then another identifier, and then the actual identity. So when you think of it this way, these are all stuff, these two, like offer ID and affiliate ID, is just stuff that Nutris gives you, right? So if I take this is basically telling it, all right, this is the affiliate that's running this campaign, right? And this is the actual offer. So you have to understand this, because now, like, what's missing, the only thing we need to send to Nutrist, besides obviously what Nutrist is giving us here, is we need to send the click ID. So the click ID is the only thing that's very important for us to send, because it basically, on the Nutrist side, when it fires, like, we're basically saying, we're sending every single person that we send from Volume to Nutrist has a unique ID. So that unique ID is passed on the click ID, and then Nutrist, once it receives a purchase, it'll fire the pixel, and it'll receive that click ID, and it'll tell Volume, hey, that click was a sale. So that's why we do it. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying my best to explain it here. Does that make sense, guys? Because I know this messes a lot of people up. So this is very important. Let me know if it makes sense. So here's the thing. Different networks have different ways of tracking. Most networks have something, you would do it like this. By the way, to separate these value pairs, you have to do this sign, and now you can do like name equals Carlos. You can put something else, and then if you wanted to separate it again, you do like last name. So you do this. What is this? The and sign. So we separate it. And then a lot of networks are called, so it's called S2. For some reason, I don't know why they don't do S1, don't ask me, but they receive that click ID through S2. So it's like basically saying S2 is the click ID. So that most networks, so to name a few, Ads for Dough, Oasis, Optimal Fusion. I don't know. There's a bunch of networks that use I think that's the Cake platform. So the Cake platform runs it on S2. Nutrist runs on a different platform. So they do it actually, the Nutrist platform does it the proper way. It's called Tracking ID. So it's, well, I mean, it's just a different name, right? So the tracking ID is going to be the click ID. So you just basically add that in there, and now that's it. You're sending, like, that's step one from adding the offer. I know that this is the most confusing part for most people. In order to enable the tracking, that's all you need. So you do TID for Nutrist in particular, and then so it's has offers. No, it's not has offers. Yeah, I don't know what, John. What's the name of the Nutrist platform? So yeah, basically, if you see a platform that looks like this, I've seen it in other networks. I don't know the name of it, but this platform uses TID. All others use S2. Has offers use af_sub. Okay. All right, cool. So wait. So John, are you saying that it's af sub? That's how I need to pass it? Let me see. Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah, cool. So John, thankfully John is here to correct me for his network. So I'm mistaken. It's actually af_sub. That's how you set it up on on the actual platform for Cake. No, for Has Offer. Sorry. So yeah, so this is set up. Now we just save it, and then we're basically going to copy this. We're gonna need this postback URLs. So we save this, and we're set up on. We've set up the offer successfully on in Volume, but we still have to set it up here. So they give us a link, but now we need to place the pixel. So when you go to your pixels, you actually click. You can see inside the offer, right? You click on the offer. So you go to offers, live offers in this case, and I click in here in the offer name, and you get your link and all this stuff here. But now we're gonna go to the section that says your pixels, and we're gonna add a new pixel. So we're gonna add a postback URL, and we're gonna do default, and then we're gonna copy this. So now, actually, let me break this down a little bit. I'm gonna put it here. All right, so this is the one. This one right here is the one that I just pasted in, and now you can see the click ID. We're gonna actually replace it. So we're gonna replace some stuff here. So payout. So as you can see, like it's gonna give you some variables here. I don't. Well, let's see where the payout is. So payout, right? I mean, it's just payout in these like parentheses. So payout. I don't even know what this is, to be honest. I'm just gonna delete it. And the click ID, like John said, which is exactly what we're passing, is F sub. Okay. So now what we're saying. So when we post this in, and we're basically, once a customer reaches the thank you page, it's going to fire the click ID, and this is going to communicate with Volume, because this is through their server. It's going to communicate with Volume, and it's going to tell it, this is the click that generated a sale, and this is how much it was for. That's the revenue. So that's how we set up Volume. So we create it. And then additionally, because this is basically going to fire the step 1, right? But since this is an upsell, we're going to fire step 2 as well. So so we're going to go and add it again, postback URL, but we're going to do the step 2. So this is for the upsell, because otherwise we're only going to see $34 in sales when it could have been 34 plus 32. So this way, it'll track both. So it's the exact same pixel postback twice, just on step 2, and boom, there we go. It's pretty easy. Now it's not that complicated, guys. I mean, is this helpful? I don't know. Are there any questions regarding setting up your postback? Because this is basically how you do it. You don't need to overcomplicate yourself. It's pretty straightforward. So let me know if there's any questions before we move on. Okay. All right. So now that we have so when the sale happens, we're actually going to see the revenue here. Okay. Damn, it's fucking genius. Learned a lot today. That's awesome, Tan. Um, thanks a lot, man. Glad you like it. So now we have the offer properly set up, right? And we're gonna go into the lander. So we go here. Oh, and as you can see now, that thing has updated. We actually have the name of the page showing properly. So we're gonna grab this URL, and we're gonna go. Yeah. So Joshua, you did. I did grab. So let me show you just to recap. You grabbed for the postback, since Joshua is asking. So you grabbed that postback from Volume. Yeah. So check this out. I just went when I was adding it. This is what I was looking at, right? So what I did was like the postback URL is in here. So you just copy it to the clipboard, and that's it. Like, and then you just edit it. So that's where I got the postback URL. Let's see. So now let's go back to adding the landing page. The next step is adding the landing page. So we're gonna go to a new lander, and we're gonna put the URL, right, and we're gonna say, I'm gonna leave it open, because maybe I'll use this lander for other countries. So I'm just gonna say, like it's one. It's all open. And then as far as number of offers, I put just one, because basically it just means that I have one link, right? There's gonna be an upsell, but that's just it doesn't. I don't set it up as two offers. I don't know if that's wrong, but it works for me. I just basically set up one offer and then allow the upsell to track twice, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go to I'm gonna add the name to it, hair regrowth center, and that's gonna be like landing page one. Landing page one. And that's it. It's properly set up. You don't need to. I mean, again, I'm no volume expert, but I do get stuff done, right? I only needed to track what I needed for, so I'm going to show you the basics. If somebody is like an expert, I'm sure you can do more stuff with this, but I don't add any like URL tokens. I don't add them on the lander. So I save it, and now that's it. Like, that's all you need to do to add the landing page. And now I'm ready to create a new campaign. So it's pretty simple. We basically go add the network, add the offer, and then add the lander, and then we have a campaign. Those are the elements. So so traffic source. This is not. It should just be Facebook. I don't know why it says Facebook TFT here, but I'll just do. I guess it's different accounts. You can set it up this way, or you can just set up Facebook. Period. I'll leave it like this. You can add your traffic sources here, but I'm not gonna go into that. Okay, somebody's asking if I can add the traffic source. Okay, I'll add it. It's fine. So I'll do Facebook. Postback URL. Let me see. How does this one work? Postback URL. How do I set this up? Let me see. Yeah, it's just the same postback, right? So I'm just gonna copy this and add it into the new traffic source, which is basically, basically I'm just putting the same postback, right? And redirect, I don't need this. I just leave it empty. So it's very simple. I just added. Like the only thing I do is is I do I'll add like S1. Oh no, this is add group. No, sorry, it is S1 equals. So S1 is going to be for add group. S2 is going to be for add name. S3 is going to be for headline. And I'm basically going, I can pass these parameters if I need it. I don't use this. I don't use more than 2, actually, to be honest. I just pass these 2. That's all I pass from Facebook. You can pass more stuff, but to keep things simple, we'll just do it this way. Now that's pretty much all I need, and I just click on save. And that's it. Facebook is added there as a traffic source. Pretty simple, right? I mean, it's not that complicated. It sounds a lot more complicated than it really is. And so now we're going to add the new campaign, right? So we're ready. So we got the Facebook traffic source, and this campaign is going to be the hair regrowth center. So hair regrowth center, and then I'll leave it open. So cost per click, I mean, usually you want to add some sort of average cost per click. We don't have this data right now, so I'll just put like, I don't know, 30 cents, and then that'll just kind of add some basic costs, and we can edit that later once we actually have some data. Unfortunately, Facebook does not pass the cost per click on the sub ID. So there's no way for us to actually have exact revenue, exact cost data from Facebook. I mean, AdWords does send you the cost per click, but yeah, we don't have that from Facebook. So I just put like an average. And then what I do is I do pass. And again, there's all sorts of ways to use it. I'm going to keep repeating this, but I just do it in a very basic way. And what I'm going to do is select my landing page, and I'm going to select my offer. And I mean, the one thing, this is the main thing that I use for like, this is the main thing I use Volume for, is just to, if I wanted, let's say I had LP2, I would do this, right? So I would split test between the two, and let's say there was a second offer, I would add another offer, and this would be like 50-50, 50-50, and then I'm split testing 2 landing pages and 2 offers very easily. So that's the reason I use Volume for. So that's why I think Volume is awesome. I'm gonna get rid of it because in this case we only have 1. So also additionally, another reason I use it for is I'll add rules, right? So I can set, if I'm running multiple countries, let's say I'm running the United Kingdom. We'll save this here, and it'll be like, let's say I want to run the same landing page, but I want to run a different offer here for like a UK offer, then I would add it here, right? So I'm sending it, if it's the US or any other country, I'm sending it to this offer, and if it's in the UK, I'm sending it to this offer. That's actually really helpful. But in this case, we're only running 1 country, so I'll just leave it open like that. Does that make sense, guys? I mean, that's basically how you do it, right? Let me know if that makes sense and if that's helpful. So I've saved it, and I saved it. Sorry. Okay, so we go to campaigns, and we're here. Well, I'm going to edit it so I can see my link. And there we go. That's now you can see here the campaign URL. It's copied, and this is it. Boom. Like we have our link. Yeah, so we have our link, and it's pretty straightforward. Now it sends us to the page, but we have a problem. We have another problem. We don't have a link, right? Let me see. So now we have no links out. This offer, I mean, this page is not sending us anywhere. This button does not work. None of it works. So what we need to do is add some links here. And that's what, okay, this is another part that's tricky. And yeah, I mean, Tan is saying it makes sense and it's helpful, but this webinar must be recorded to see it back 3 or 4 times. And I agree, because it's a lot. Actually, the more I mean, I'm kind of used to doing this, but it's a lot for somebody who's never done it. So so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you this part is this part is actually very important, because we need to be able to send the links out. So let's see. So we need the links, and we don't put, I mean, like we could go in Nutris, right, and put these links in, but we don't do that. We don't do that because these links, if I just use these links on this page, Volume is not going to know that anybody clicked on these links. So we don't use the raw affiliate links. What we do is we use the links that are given to us by Volume. So the links can be found here. This is settings, and we go to setup, and this is the click URL. That's it. Like you can do, if you have multiple offers, this would be for offer 1, offer 2, offer 3. But this is just for the click URL, right? So there we click it, and we copy it, and we go here. We're gonna add this link. That's our link, right? So let me see. Sorry, I got lost. There we go. So this link is if I were to just click it, it's gonna give you this error unless you click it. If you are coming from an actual, so this is an incognito page, so it's not gonna save any cookies because I already clicked on the Volume link. So but because I already clicked on my Volume link, this is gonna send me to the actual offer page. Does that make sense? So basically, when you see, let me show this again. I'm going to save this link here somewhere. I'm going to put, okay. I'm going to put this link here. And when I go back home, now we're at a loss over here because of my clicking. So we're going to copy this. So let me show you this. So this is the campaign link, and we click on it, and you see this right here. You see all this Volume data. You have, that means that the Volume that you went through a Volume link, so you're passing all this information, right? Okay, so then once we click on the offer link, once we click on this link, it's actually going to send us somewhere because you sent that data, because you had that data in here. like you had all of this. So now what we need to do is pretty simple. We just need to add the links on the page. I'm gonna leave this, and we're gonna go back to ClickFunnels, and we're gonna go back to that page, and I'm going to edit this page. Yeah, so let me see what's going on here. Like some people are saying, okay, so Michael is saying, will you be doing a tutorial without Volume and just with Facebook? I don't use Volume. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll do the webinar for actual launching the Facebook campaign. Today, since yesterday, there seemed to be an overwhelming response for people that wanted to use, wanted me to cover Volume. I did it. I actually almost didn't do it, but a lot of you asked for it, so I decided to just throw it in today. So we'll just do tomorrow like Facebook ads and actual Facebook, which is the most, it's more fun for me to do that. But I figured, this is going to help some people, so I'm doing it. And it is a great platform. It is very helpful. So now let's see. So will you be doing so? Oh yeah. So let's add the links, right? So let's go back to the page here and let's see where the links. Where should we add links? So what I don't do, a lot of affiliates will start adding links at the very top of the page, and I don't do that because if you just see this and you click on the link, like let's say this image was an actual link, so you land on this page and you click on it, then it's not going to be, you're not probably going to buy, you're just curious, and then you're going to leave. So I don't put any clicks on the top of the pages on purpose. I basically start adding them a little bit to the bottom, right? So then here, let's say we're gonna add a button here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a button, and I'm gonna put the URL of this button. Okay. I'm not gonna pass this. I'm gonna get rid of. No, sorry, I'm putting the wrong link here. I got the wrong link copied, so this is what we need. Okay. So this is the link. And then we're going to change the color, but I want this color. I want to make it orange. So I'm going to copy this color and make it as the background color. And claim free trial. And then I'm going to probably make it a little bit bigger. Or, yeah, so we'll just put claim free trial here. And that's a link. That's our first link. Then we'll add, then I start adding, once I get going with the links, I start making everything a link. Let's see, so we have this link. This is a link. And I'll duplicate this button here so I can put it in different places. Or actually, I'm going to change the wording here. Discover Jessica's hair solution. That's a better call to action. And I'm going to duplicate this and put it back on the top. There, discover Jessica's hair solution. And I'm going to make all the images. I'm going to make all the images clickable. After a certain point, everything becomes clickable. Not everything, but all the images for sure. And I start putting more call to actions. So we'll duplicate this one and discover Jessica's Hair solution, try now for free. Grab a monthly treatment. And okay, so then this button was already set, and we'll leave it as a different URL. Free trial. I'll just do free trial here. Free trials while supplies last. I'll just get rid of this. I don't know if that helps. I've actually never tested that. I shouldn't have gotten rid of it. But, there, and now we actually have a name for our page. I keep forgetting. It's Hair Regrowth Center. So I'm gonna add this to the bottom for the disclaimer. Oh, disclaimer. Hair Regrowth Center. Okay. So let's see. What are you asking? Your Dom is asking. So for beginners like me, how much upfront do you think you need to get started on a single campaign? I mean, I think that. Well, look, if you're tight on money, don't sign up to Volume. I mean, you don't need Volume, and you don't need ClickFunnels if you're tight on money. But you're gonna have to make it up with well, ClickFunnels, especially if for example you have no idea how to launch a website, then you need to find some sort of way to do it. You can pay somebody to build a page for you, or you can do it on basic coding, or you can do it on WordPress. So there is going to be a learning curve. The way I taught it here is a lot easier, but yeah, ClickFunnels is 99 bucks a month. At least you would need that, right? You don't need Volume. If it was my first campaign, I probably wouldn't use Volume. I mean, it's useful, right? But if you're tight on money, I wouldn't do it. So then that's that's crazy, but that's it. Like, we save it, and oh yeah, okay. So no, actually, let me finish answering your question. So you don't need Volume, but you do. Let's say you did need ClickFunnels, and you would need hosting, which is $5 a month, and then the most money you're going to spend is on the actual marketing budget. So you probably need. Here, let me talk to you. So you probably would need about, let's say if you're launching a campaign, you're probably looking at $500 to start, at least. That's on the very low end. What you don't want to do is spend a lot of money without making any back, right? So if I see that if I have $500 or 1,000, right? Let's say 1,000. If I have $1,000, then and I see that I'm spending like $50 and I didn't get a sale, I'll pause and I'll redo everything, because it means that it's not working. So I'll do really aggressive changes, and then you can make it work with something with a very low budget. But you have to micromanage the hell out of it, and it's doable. Like ideally you're spending $1,000 and you're making back like 700 at least to get the data, and so you lost 300, but you figured out some more data and who your audience is while you launch this thing. So that's basically my approach. I mean, like that. I'm sorry, that would be my approach if I was. I mean, I still try to approach campaigns like that. I hate losing money. I try to lose as little as possible, and I cut campaigns if they're not profitable quickly. So I'm pretty aggressive about my optimizing, because I'll never spend $500 and make nothing. Like I'll kill it before it even gets to that point. Chris, do you ever give up on campaigns? Yeah, to be honest, I do. I wouldn't say give up. I just basically have other stuff that's working better, and I'm like, all right, what's worth my time, Where should I put my time? But if I don't try to stick too long if something's not working. I try to move around, but I also don't want to overdo it where you're like just jumping around and thinking that something else and something else and something else. I'll stick to something that I know somebody else made money, and I'll just keep going. But yeah, I mean, at what point do I cut it off? Let's say if I spent $500 and I didn't make any money, I'll cut it off. If I would at least want to see like $500, I would at least want to see like 100 or something like that. I would not spend $500 and get nothing in return. That's basically how I approach it. Depends on the product too, right? There's all sorts of products and there's all sorts of stuff. But that's kind of ballpark what I do. Is like, I don't know, like 10 times the like 10 times the well, like 5 to 10 times the payout. That's how much I'll spend before I get any sales. And it also depends on what I know. uh, it also depends on what I know. That if I know the offer works, like I know for a fact, like people are making money with this offer, and I just know it's me. That's the problem. And then I'll spend more money until I figure it out. But it's rare. I mean, I don't see that much, thankfully. We don't really. I mean, we already have our process pre-dialed in, so most of our campaigns get some sales at least from the start. Jason, do you collect emails for all your campaigns? Unfortunately, I don't, and I know that this is dumb and this is so stupid, and I want to do it, and I kick myself because I even know that sometimes it's more profitable if you add emails. So it's something I've been working on. I don't do it currently, but it's something that I want to start doing because it just helps us build the lookalike audiences. Yeah. Let's see. Do you collect emails for best traffic source for BizOps? I mean, that's not a good question. Sorry, Alex. It's not a good question because it's just like saying what car is the best or something. I don't know. You're like, it depends, right? It depends what your needs are and what you like. It doesn't work that way. Any traffic source is good. Okay. So is this clear, guys? I mean, do you guys have any questions regarding how to set up volume? As you can see now, let's just test it, right? Now that we have the links in here, we can actually go in, and I'm gonna go into volume, and I'm gonna copy the campaign URL, and I'm gonna click on it, and I'm gonna test the links, right? So boom, our landing page, and I'm gonna test the links, and I see that I'm here. There we go. Like the page is working, and we have everything fully functional, and volume is tracking. So I'm gonna refresh here to show you. All our clicks are working, so we're live and we're fully functional. There's actually one more step before I forget. There's actually one more step that I need to do, because I don't like to use this link. Let me show you. So our campaign URL, I don't like to use this link on my Facebook ads. So what I do is I create a redirect. So hold on, I'm gonna show you guys something. So I'm gonna search for PHP redirect. I already have the search saved, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a redirect so I can mask my URL here. So I just searched it, and I'm gonna create a page that will pass the parameters. So this is a PHP code that I just grabbed. And I just, okay, actually, let me save this. So I'm going to save this. This is an empty page, right? So you can see, obviously. So now we're going to go to, I'm going to go to my, where's my desktop? Desktop. And I'm going to call this like Jessica.php. And I'm going to put this, right? So status, I'm just going to call it, I just copied this from a website, from Stack Overflow. Redirect. And I'm going to put this is where the URL goes. So I'm going to copy, my link here. And I'm going to take off all of this. I'm going to take it off. Now, so this is basically, so instead of sending them to this ugly link, I'm going to send them to jessica.php, which is a lot nicer, right? And it just looks a lot better. And this part right here, I don't know PHP that well. I mean, I know JavaScript and Ruby on Rails, but I don't know PHP very well, and I know it's a simpler language. But I mean, I know that this is basically passing the parameters. So I ripped this code from a Stack Overflow question, pasted it here, and I'm going to save it. So the link is going to look a lot nicer. So we go into, oh no, I closed it. Oh, damn. Okay, hold on. I need to open my site again. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm connecting to the site again. And I'm going to go to the page again, to where the pages are hosted. And I'm going to add, so I save this on my desktop, and I add this here. Jessica.php. So now when I go here, I can just do this. And this is my link. This is my volume link, and it's a redirect. And boom, like we don't have that ugly volume link. And you can test it, make sure that we're passing everything. So S1, it will be at group. And S2, it will be add. And we can test it, and it works fine. And you can even check to see if the parameters are being passed. So there, I'm passing the parameters properly. So that's basically how it goes in a nutshell. All right. So yeah, Kevin, that's Jessica PHP is the link I give to Facebook. And we'll go over that tomorrow to show you guys why I do that, because I want people. I basically put that link in the description so people will see that link, and it doesn't work if I have an ugly link. So yeah, that's how you set up volume. Pretty. I mean, I guess this, for somebody that's new, this video would need to be watched a few times. And that's, but it's not rocket science. It's just a few steps. I mean, if you notice, like we did all of this in about an hour and 20 minutes, and we fully set up volume, including a domain, fully set up. Okay, so now let me tell you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys about this stuff. As you guys know, John Cristani, he's the man, and he has an amazing affiliate program, and it's called the Super Affiliate System. And John's spent a lot of time on it. It's an amazing course, and actually he's offering a deal on it for the students that are interested. Like so this is a deal that that's only available through these webinars that I'm doing this week. So his course is literally amazing. It's a college level course that's basically, it's like a super affiliate university, and it's going to teach you how to be a super affiliate, making like six figures, at least six figures a year. Some people make six figures a month. And some people make seven figures a month, but that's pretty crazy, right? So like hence the name, the super affiliate system. It's 2 weeks, 12 weeks of intense lessons that will literally show you how to run every aspect this campaign. It shows you how to run AdWords. It runs you how to run shows you how to run native. I mean, John is a beast at native. He shows you how to do AdWords very well, and Facebook. So it literally covers everything. It goes into a lot more depth, and he has I mean, like what I'm teaching here, he goes into it really in depth, so you'll understand and you're able to tweak stuff as you need it. Let me see. Like, yeah. So like this is no bullshit. Like, some John students make 5K a day. I personally hung out with some of John's students that make 5K a day. Some guy who's also named John, who's a beast of an affiliate. He's really cool. He started from, he tried doing affiliate marketing. He dabbled in it, but he couldn't make it work. And then he took John's course, and he was like very, very intensely following it. And now he makes like 5K a day. And he just bought a trailer park, which is funny. He bought like an entire lot of like a trailer park lot, and he's just killing it. And he's a really cool guy. He's one of the students that make 5K a day. I know also Brian Pfeiffer is a student of John's, and I hope he's cool with me mentioning him by name. But he's taught some lessons now. He's actually done presentations on webinars, and he's had like six-figure months. And he's just killing it. I have him as a friend on Facebook, and he's always like just buying tables in Vegas. And I think he used to be like a club promoter, and now he's just like buying all the bottles in Vegas. So that guy's really cool, and he's a beast. Another one of John's students, and there's a lot of success stories like that. And it's basically just like people that basically John Walton, yeah, he's the one that bought the trailer park. Let's see. So there's even, yeah, like this is the craziest story. That there's one guy that makes 50K a day. I mean, he's like kind of private, so I won't say much about him, but he loves John, and he's like really grateful for all the info John taught him, but like, yeah, unbelievably, a guy makes 50K a day from a student of John who did not make that before he took his course. So the course is really awesome. I fully endorse it, and I know John really spends a lot of time tweaking it and to make sure that it's the best course out there. So the full course is 5K. I mean, like again, you can make that in a day eventually if you're dedicated, right? I mean, there's no guarantees in this world. You can follow it, or you can just kind of like fall halfway through. But if you're somebody that's serious, then you can make that in a day, and it's no bullshit. Like there's a lot of people that make a ton of money as affiliates, and you can too. And John just basically provides like a guideline and a clear path for somebody to follow it. So if you sign up for my webinars, I mean, I'm a big fan and I love helping people. So if you sign up from my webinars, you get two cool things. You get a discount, $250 discount, and then you get a 45-minute consultation for free included in there with me. And you can use it anytime. We can split it in two if you want, one to get you started and one once you're going. But we can work. I can help you. I'll throw in like a little bit of my time to coach you to get you profitable, or whatever I can do in 45 minutes, right? But I'll work with you in a personal Skype call, and we'll basically like oversee what you're doing, and you can, I mean, you'd be surprised how much you can learn in 45 minutes, and that's, I mean, yeah, I think that's a really good deal for what you get. It's basically like a ticket. I mean, this course plus your own effort, it's like a ticket for success, right? So if you're interested, you can contact me at my Gmail, or you can Skype me at ccruz84. Uh, like this is the best way to reach me. I will help you get set up. Additionally, so one more thing. Additionally, if you are already a student or if you want to reach full mastery, I also have a mentorship program. And this mentorship program is we basically teach you. So John is really good at native and AdWords and Facebook. So he does a lot of stuff, right? And I just specialize in Facebook. So we basically teach you how to run Facebook accounts profitably. My mentorship, it's very limited. It's not it's more personalized, but it's like a lot less people. And basically, we give you working campaigns. Well, so here's how it works. I basically have a lot of campaigns that I've built, and a lot of campaigns that I don't necessarily have the time to run myself because there's so much stuff out there to make money with, and there's only like one of me, right? Like my time is limited, even though I would love to clone myself so I can run more campaigns. My time is limited, so I need help, right? So what we do is we give you some of our working campaigns, and we basically want you to run them for us. So we provide you with Facebook accounts if you need them. I mean, if you like, it's ideal if you have your own Facebook accounts, but we can provide them for you to run your campaigns on. And for the mentorship, we charge like a one-time 10K application fee. And basically, the way it works is like we become partners for a year. And this is actually, it's actually pretty. It basically speeds up the learning curve for somebody that wants to learn how to do affiliate marketing, because I'll be there and I'll actually we provide you with Facebook accounts, we provide you with the coaching. You can add me on Skype, and we can and we basically become like partners. So I'm actually involved in your campaigns, and we're basically like splitting the profits, right? So so I help you do, but so because of that, it's worth my time, and I want you to succeed. And I do Skype calls with you. I basically oversee what you're doing, and I give you landing pages, ads, targeting, all that stuff for you to run it. And basically your job is to tweak it and to keep it profitable. Facebook is Facebook can be fickle sometimes, um, and so so it needs maintenance, and that's why we need people to help us, because we want to have a ton of campaigns profitable at all times. So for that, we actually need you. So so yeah, like I just said, the reason I do this is I start a lot of profitable campaigns, but I don't have the time to follow them all up. So we give you the landing pages, we give you the ads, we give you the targeting, we give you like coaching, we give you the strategy, we give you literally everything humanly possible. We give you the Facebook account, we give you everything possible to basically make you profitable from day one. Uh, and your job is to tweak it and make sure that it's always optimized, to look at the data, to refine it, to, if it's getting 100% ROI, your job is to make it so it's 200% ROI, and to keep improving it. So I'm always involved, and obviously the more successful the campaigns we give you are, the more involved I am. So it's basically a partnership, and we're there for you, yeah, on Skype and helping you. So as far as the campaign results, we split the profits 50-50, and everybody wins. It's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. It's probably the best 10K you'll spend in your life, because you're basically going to save 10 years to master affiliate marketing. And if you've been watching this for an hour, 35, for almost 2 hours you've been watching this, so it tells me that that you are pretty serious about being an affiliate. So this is literally the best way I know to basically skip 10 years and go straight to where the money is, and all the stuff that I do, which is very profitable. So if you're interested, contact me. This is my basically add me on Skype. I mean, emails, I'm kind of fickle. I don't always respond. But if you add me on Skype and bug me there, I'll definitely respond to you and we can chat. You can add me now. And this is, again, we literally only have, and I only have enough time to devote to a few people, right? Like you can only work with so many people. So it's fairly limited. So if you're interested, hit me up on Skype. And yeah, we're just taking a few students. So that's about it. We are, if you're interested in either John's course or the mentorship, hit me up right now. And John is in the building. I can actually, I don't know if John is going to be available on Skype, but we can group chat with him if you're interested in the course. And it's just awesome, right? We're trying to create like a mastermind of successful affiliates. I always learn from people, and I learn new things. So the people I teach end up teaching me. So that's why I take the time to do these webinars, because I love teaching, and I love the synergy. So it's just cool, and a lot of people just end up becoming my good friends. So that's what's cool about the affiliate community, that we can all work together and be friends. So yeah, this is my username from Skype. I'll just username. So just search this and you'll find me. And that's it, guys. I mean, tomorrow, what we're gonna do is we're going to go over Facebook. We're going to go launch the actual hair growth campaign. Now that we have the volume set up, it's time to start creating ads, and it's time to start actually launching the campaigns and looking at all the interests and all that stuff. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow, and it's gonna be here at the same time. You guys will receive an email with the link, and we'll go over it. And if you're interested in Facebook ads, that may teach you a lot. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for participating. Does before I go, anybody have any questions? Yeah. By the way, oh, okay. Here, let me add John's. John is also on Skype, obviously. If you want to, oh, why did this show up in small? Here, John. What is it? Where do you go, John? Where's your John _ Cristani? So John is actually on Skype right now, and if you're interested on the course, make sure you tell him that you came from this webinar. So he can make sure that you get the credit, the $250 credit, and you get the 45-minute consultation with me. So if you're interested in the course, make sure you add us both. Okay, guys. So that's about it. I will see you tomorrow, guys, and yeah, thanks for being here.